Hello, we have just gone through an eclipse. They call it the waxing day, the day after. So, well, there's so many things going around the world. This channel is dedicated to a character of mine called Superwife. I'm still married. It was nice talking with my husband, but I would say it's directed to a husband that I have married for love and true love. My husband, we got married to recover our children, and I ran away that day. That was the agreement. So it was not really like a truthful 100% body, mind, and metaphysical soul, us with a collective consciousness, to being with the multi-universal existence of this generation and the next, let's say 3,000, if not 5 in the future, understanding the past. I guess my husband, I've always thought he has to be a role player. We would die role playing, yet there is no difference to say what is universal love when it comes to loving all the players in the game board and understanding what is love through a collective story, where right now I'm kind of like not very much of a, normally I'm a free control and I have a strong boundaries, very strong, as the walls of hell would have, with iron walls, so not even souls can get out or in unless it's their time. Not even ideas or shouts of sorrow are to be heard, or horror. Well, anyways, so I'm just kind of trying to have a little more of a character that is more focused on my real life. Not manifesting, because really that's kind of like weird. I want to live this right now and enjoy it, so my husband can hear it, just like that. So yes, that's what my husband would be. So oh, like the shy person behind, and just kind of like not shy, but it is good to see someone leading and not having to talk nonsense when it's just kind of trying to translate something to people. This need to joke and make people happy, just kind of like fuming away, because I know people can find their way. It's just because I'm bored, really, kind of like wanting to make people laugh and find something, paying interest where I shouldn't. Seeing my children from far away, and it's not very comfortable. So be nice to have my house and privacy of all sorts, And it's nice to have good roommates. That's to appreciate. So I do appreciate that after what I went through. But it's not good enough because I have to get out of here, and I don't know if it's post traumatic stress and it's not avoidant personality, where I don't go to get a, a job at least to rent a house. So I don't have my mind focused on that. So I can discern with this strong boundary I have created myself to not go out, and resilience. That's part of the free control where I have graduated myself to focus incisively and persistently, even while being present. Sort of like a Chinese torture at the same time. Well, I know it's vital. It can be sensed as force as well, because it's vitality. Its vitality is a new life coming. Well, look at this. So I kind of make a screen picture. So this is Amazon. This is the day of today. The year doesn't say the year. 2024. Yes, 2024. This could be for a court case as well as form of evidence. So when you have a book of a finding that you have found something, you would say it here, right? We who wrestle with God. So he's using the we, calling for people. One uses this in PNL as to not say I. So one is calling for the group and people feel they're part of it. And as I said before, he has communist beliefs because he has collect every communist poster ever. And even though he kind of brushes away with his pencil that God does exist, giving it figuratively that he does exist, and his debates to other fundamentalists of science who say it doesn't exist. Of influence of beliefs throughout history who has shaped humanity, it has become part of a narrative and great influence through many cultures, especially the Christian one, who has helped evolve the world and meet together as one. Understanding is around world as well. Thanks to all the freedoms of expressions and freedom of thinkers after Jesus, with its Christian-like tissue of reality where we exist, birthing one another, generation after generation. I don't want to be an intellectual. I never wanted to be a writer. I thought that was just not uh, and I can do it if I want, one after the other stories. But this is my finding. So he's not saying anything about his finding here, because it's not his finding. And I guess he's waiting until the 19th of November. So October, November, he's waiting to see what happens, right? But this is the evidence right here. I can make a picture. She's with the phone, which is not something I make millions of cases, and I don't want more. It's absolutely annoying. That would be funny. People looking at this and a scandal. Huh? I could have 1,000 Nobel Prize awards if I want. It's just a matter of having a laboratory to prove it, or I mean, for the one of the implosion and how the world cracked, I will still need to crack its continents with the implosion. I will still need to get the, I think it was an outsider immigrant influence who detoned the world from within. It was not from its own worlds. And that's how water got after the acids rains or vapors from that implosion that we have, the biology pushing forward, imploding from one another, birth after death, giving room for the new. So as it creates by meeting forces and implodes again and again throughout every plant and animal and human. So, well, this, to talk about this anymore, just want to dress really nice to go to the opera and enjoy the last years of youth and beauty that I have, and be selfish because the world can take care of itself. People can take care. They can see it in the map and talk about it. The thing is that in every time space, and the stratas, social stratas, because it from the underline of society where they don't have the human rights, which is not hell, the hells of Dante, but because you will find rich people also in the lowest hells, especially. But there is a mirroring between the both levels where we see the two sides of the coin from these energies as well. On the underground, suppressed emotions. Well, it's not that the marginals of society only have. At least they're exploring that while they are alive in their own body, away from the material world. But not because they want to, because it's maybe the only option they have. A poor option. So, well, the map will say really time, space, up and down, and the timing as the loop. I mean, the time, the lifespan of each generation and where these things have changed, right? Because of these happenings, from these intellectual thoughts and the embodiments of those who echoed them. Oh, well, what can I do? Oh, look at this. Look, set yourself straight in intent, aim, and purpose as you begin to more deeply understand the structure. The structure, look at that, cannot be copied. Yeah, I'm pressing to copy and paste. It cannot be copied. Normally you can. Oh, cannot be copied. Yes, it could. Understand the structure, that's the narcissism structure, as your society and your soul. Because I've been talking about the vibration as well. Journey with, and then this video about the metaphysical, from the metaphysical to the reality. Like, what kind of business is this? This could take all my life just taking care. Joe Clanch. That is not. I was Joe Clanch. Well, sentence transformation. Ah, look at now this. Eh? I would like to put all the videos that seem fake. I don't want to follow more astrologers. Subscribe. I'm not subscribed. Just but there is a lot of copywriting. I don't want to talk about this anymore. I mean, it's very easy for me to fight for other people. Look at Camille's looking better and better with lights, colors, light pastel, like her hair. She looks like an angel. Queen Camilla visits Westminster Abbey to see King Charles' new sacristy. Whoa. I don't know what is a sacristy. Well, I have talked about the juxtapoint and everything. So I have seen myself already in the future, and I don't give a shit about people thanking me to have find anything, because nobody gives a shit anyways. Unless you're famous and then people give a shit. So what's the point? I don't understand. But it does help if you want to have a good time. Look at that, like Puff Daddy. Let's have a good time. I mean, like a healthy person would. I really like this one. It was a lot, really cute. Seeking Charles dance. I was just thinking about it. So there it is. I just. His face. It's funny.
Give me a clap. One clap. One clap. One clap. King.
It's more tribal in the costume.
You're gonna love it.
A lot of heart. Aww. I love when he gave the cup. Well, he has to deal with a lot. Look at that when he goes around. Because I've seen this many times in a short. like, no, that's gonna go viral again. Like my fountain pen. Oh, that's the exterior minister, I guess. Minister of Exterior? Oh, the flower. All right. Imagine they work non-stop every day. Yeah, the Commonwealth, so cool. I guess my children could come after all if they belong to the Commonwealth. Just be residents. Look at that. Prince William there. 41,000 views. I mean, he's following the tradition of not calling too much attention. Being there, but not really. Princess Beatrice. Oh, having a second baby. That's cute. Oh, I love to have a big family. Anyways, I will be absolutely the clown of the family. Look at Puff Diddy. Listening to all this news is terrible. Okay, I wanted to do some. Oh, here. When the metaphorical becomes physical. You're right. Okay, let's just go to the astrological chart. Because I have no idea about astrology, but I want to dive into the character traits of the planets and make a synthesis as a reflection of what is happening in the world of my husband, let's say. We got married on the 22nd of February of 2022. If to bring a date would have been to bring a picture and a scenario that we're talking together and thinking from space, just looking at the world and the constellations to make a trip on a machine which is travel. So we need to see a line where there is no alignment planets or any planet in between, so we can travel very fast, so fast our bodies might seem to disappear, but would have touched a level of transition through the speed of light that would have been possible to travel so fast. So let's say supposedly the earth is here, right? But in reality, and this is going around, I guess, the sun, we will need another astronomic chart to travel where the sun is here. The constellation is put as it is. We will say where we're gonna travel, at what time, on what day, as God would. So we'll have infinite time frame to pick. So when are we going, honey? I don't know. I've never really been married. I mean, I've been married, not really. I just find it so weird. So it's so cute. These things I got here. Okay, so there is this trine of Venus So it's a good trine here. This is my trine. I have this trine on my chart. That's my work to do. And my work is all my chart is to be given to the government and to the people. I am giving this idea with, of course, the other planets, right? But here it is a very good trine with the government. So if, let's say, I'm the moon here, the queen, as to say, the moon is the queen, and Venus is the wife. So let's say I'm both. Why not? I'm going through a lot of tension with Mars, as usual. Normally, my Venus and Mars have a relation of much gravity, which is positive if you've learned. Oh, and you're used to it. I think that this is Mercury, right? Me and my son are right here like this. So this is not 1 degree or 2, but right through. So it's not burning. It's it, which is different. So it's out of tune, totally out of tune, but it is relating. As long as it keeps the conversation, it's okay. As bad as it is, yes, I can make a beautiful letter. But that was like when I wrote to Bill Gates. Can you imagine? Not a good day to make letters, indeed. It would have been easier for me if I had better constructs. So it's good enough. Other people can bring the job. I like to put all the people that are part of it, but would it be from a futuristic perspective and not now? Because if you think about it, in the future, when one dies, that the truth is revealed, then that is better. Because not everyone can be in the front line. But I will not give my word. So he thinks that is his finding and lies over the top of his lungs with other people to keep the monkey see monkey do ritual of these past 1,000 years. So he will belong to the past, not to this finding, because this finding is explaining what we are not to be anymore. We are not to be more monkey see monkey do, to maintain the loop of what's the best of our world. Yes, that's what true conservatives do. Communists will try to destroy resentment, everything, bring down and destroy. That's what Keith Stauner said with his reform or death. His communist ideals are very bad. I've been very polite with Venezuela because I know Maduro is very hard to take away because of all the military they have. And other socialist countries who align with these beliefs. I'm not happy with what happened in Venezuela or what my father did, even though it's powerful. It has been powerful in a bad way, with good intentions, of course, to level the world, not for America to keep doing wars and bully other countries. But well, everyone is a bully more or less. They just have more power as the United Kingdom, but at least United Kingdom has soft power, something America lacks, and Canada doesn't have the courage and brilliance. So, well, looking at the landscape of the game board today, these wars with Iran could be this as well. And the Jew. I would place my husband here. My husband would be Jupiter and the government. Yeah, my husband would be totally. So that's what I think. Uh, where is Pluto? I always confuse Pluto with this one or Uranus. Either way, they're together. So my husband could be Pluto as well. But, and absolutely government. More of an entity than a person, I would say, for it all. For the people, from people's money, the people's money. That's this one here. So, expansion and sharing for the people, which is beautiful. So, there is a conflict here, difficult, isn't it? Right? It's always some distortions, or I would say distortions, because they are people who are against trying to pull the strings, and there are always controversial thoughts against what one wants to do with one's paranoid traits to keep guard on, which is the best way to take care, be distant, and to not have reflection of reality, because there is nothing to relate with as long as it is pulling towards the people that are, you would see the strings come from here when we see this polarity. So we would say it's coming from this, right? The war is not, or these have united against this, could be because when it's Mars and the news, the communications, the moon, there was the eclipse living, giving this step forward to, assuming the step forward, the moon is always moving very fast around, so it's not that it's being unpolite, it's its cycle. I just feel like I'm a con artist trying to sell my story, but I want to look, how does it look in the world, especially when it comes to the technologies which are right here. They would call this what? I don't know, the south node? Or this is the south node? North node. So, is the, what it called? The destined? What's ending? And what is on the climax of very top? Like, yay! Leave me alone! I just want to dance in my dance class and go for a walk. Oh, see my children, not be an obsessive mother because I'm needy. This is very important to share. I don't think it's my wisdom because I have gathered all this from everyone, and then I got this finding which I've not shared yet. So it's kind of like, okay, I'm gonna go and have a little break for one house, two houses, three houses. That's not how you read the astrology. Gonna do belly dancing I guess, in a near future, because I'm not having the space, mind or reality space, to have my dance schools again. Take care of my mama. Where's my mama? Will be my mother will be the empress, which is not here. Mother, where are you? Not that I have forgotten of you. So I guess she will be with my sister here. Is that the house of the sister or brother? The little sibling there. And my children. My children. I don't think. I don't think Alice is gonna have smooth life. That's for sure. And I think my son saying would have some strong Mars. Have learned to fight for, but keep also distant and protected with his people. That's all I desired for him. To not have to go through what I had. That would have been good enough. Oh, look at that. It's 2:22 p.m. I'm not very good astrologist, but I can tell stories as they do. Not that it's true. Just trying to be present. What else? Oh yes, there's this trine with Venus and Mars. Good with the government. So Mars is very important for me for impulse, breakthroughs, authority that comes from the body. As a protector of Zeus, Jupiter, and then Uranus, which is the idea, or Pluto from the unseen. So it's moving in the light of the affairs. This is the reality of the world. This is the air, right? But the air is kind of like whatever could be. Is there to see, but this is the air of the grounds, the reality of the real world. As one is, and then this other half represents oneself, and this other half, the outer world, which is fantastic to see. The outer world. So all this work is, I have here for the work of the people. So my husband will be here talking on behalf of what? The moon. Of course, my husband would also be the sun, obviously, which is God himself through me. I think we have been always together in one mind, knowing about, like, it's there, not all the time, of course, thanks God. People have their independence and joys, but it's been within the mind, and it is okay to share the big landscape of minds, what I would call an orgiacal thinking. Well, Jordan Peterson would be somewhere, but he's too small to be seen. He would not be remembered forever. That is my dictamen, to have brought treason. He would not even be remembered as a violation against the law. He would be as another petty criminal wannabe genius, which he is a genius of speech, but how many are there? You can pick. The thing is that you lost magic when you stop having admiration towards people, become a fraud. I can understand everything why animals eat other animals, or the murder of my father. I could totally understand. But what is the need to do this? So, well, not gonna belong to any man that has these ideologies where women are to be trashed by men, especially when it's a finding that is come from me and I'm a woman representing a lot of women, which I would love to show off. Just show off. Just walking. People know it's my finding. That's all. That's all. It'd be nice to see other warrior influencers bringing down the truth. But people don't need to know hackers, which was an invitation to talk, but I don't know how it works. I don't know how they did it really. I know it has been from a sophisticated agency as no other. So that has to be. I think Jordan Peterson would still be writing his book and rewriting that is not his finding, but the one of many. I cannot put people's name unless they want to be part of it. But it's true that the construct comes from H.G. Tudor of narcissism. He's talked over and over from all the classes, and to that he has brought in first person as well. Character traits, as a role player would, of course. So come on, you're gonna share something so it's like a pearl giving to the pigs. It's not gonna last. More drama. I ask for no more problems. Well, I don't have the good humor. So people get addicted to stories thanks to rage. That's the hook. I couldn't have just brought it like that. I had to be arrogant and pain in the ass. So they get a kick off. Well, it's divine rage. Use it consciously or unconsciously. It's gonna work subconsciously as well. Why this impulse happen? You've been role play. Well, my father would say that's no better sales than scandal. No better marketing. Well, that's another option. If we can share the currency of our thoughts together, what would you do in a situation like that? If you were God. Or a goddess. Oh my goodness. So, I could also say they have changed oh my goodness from what it used to be oh my goddess. When the goddess hero was worshipped or free from the Norse gods. So, anyways, let's say that God was known as Dionysius, who was celebrated. And this is why we say, oh Dios mío, oh my God, Dio, Dio, Deus, God, Dionysius. So they changed the Christmas celebrations from the celebrations to Dionysius, and Jesus was not born in December, but 4 months before, or 3. So, well, here we are, and all the stories going again around and around and around our heads. I can show them up right now how it is before the publishing. That will be fantastic. I have shown already in the video and it's been uploaded. So, do I need to get evidence? Do I want another trial of this magnitude? Like, they're better stories to premeditate. And I know very well he served himself for this, and he's proving to do it. So if I was smart, I would not say was my finding from a vision, because yeah, a vision from what? From a video. People kind of go on hacking around the world. Like if it's okay, you're going to, the way some people interact, breaking some protocols, but it's illegal. Can't promote that online. So maybe that's why he's thinking that he can take advantage. But only an almighty mountain. So I got this happy little guidebook. A happy little guidebook with the chapter of the almighty mountain. Not the lazy river, which, by the way, is a very good storyline. I have this very good storyline with Charon, the ferryman, which is the god of greed, never stops working, and Styx. And they're just having a little friendly fight where Styx is saying, I'm just flowing, I'm not lazy. You go do your work. I love to hang out among realms. Many, many realms. Not as two that stop at once. But of course, Charon is more reasonable, and he would not never argument with the lost souls, meaning Styx. He would not show pity, because he would not mingle with those waters, because he would get dragged down. So he says that to his passengers. So he gets his ching ching money for the ride. That's how Hades works. Should be fun on virtual reality. It's a good story, man. The lazy river. Okay, let's go to the almighty mountain. Oh, the dreamer. Such am I. We could go pick our children from school. Oh, I don't think I would be. I would rather be like the sexy, mysterious wife. Not very talkative. I would be more like a wife that is an inspiration and comfortable, sort of trust to have a good time. That's all. The almighty mountain. Almighty. I will need anything almighty, to be honest. And mountain 9. Page 9. After living in Alaska for a dozen years, while he was in the Air Force, because Bob Ross, the painter, right, grew to love big old mountains. For a boy from Florida, he's the one who makes the TV shows of painting with his blonde afro hair and beard. So the almighty mountain captures his ow, 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 ow. Like, whoa. No matter if you live in Florida or Alaska, mountains are still pretty. But they are so difficult for novices to paint, because he loved them so much and wanted to paint them well. Bob will practice by filling canvases just with mountains, scraping away the paint, and starting over again. The almighty mountain gives us a sense of strength and determination, a will to push for not war, ward, WARD, even in the harshest conditions. It has stood strong for centuries and will still be there long after we are gone. Well, that is beautiful story chapter from the almighty mountain. We have come. I would love to be with children, really, and having puppet shows and show them speech to the role play in real life and virtual reality. All right, so this card I got from this chapter. This card, aren't they pretty? Eh? Look at that. Oh, maybe it does like that because I am recording. So what I said about this here that is cannot be copied is not true. That's why I say don't believe everything I say. I also make stories on purpose because I love to drive people crazy. But in the private. So it originally cost $16.99, 17. It's decent. These are the cards, and they're from Bob Ross. The book is very tiny, cute. I love the way it has been. I would love to put all my characters here. You could also make one for the characters of this generation that we are moving the New Testament. Not New Testament, but the Testament, and that's it. The Scific Testament. Yeah. Or how you call this testament? I will put the bishop, of course. Baron Robert with his card, what he's saying. Also the Pope. Say, listen to the angel that God has sent us. I was like, that's me. I would not like to be remembered as a meme, but who knows? You could have a lot of memes too. You could have the king of memes here as well. Or Techno King is another character. I think the cards should represent, choose the cards, not the tarot deck. Each character is unique. And that will be the testament. Each card with their own story, they are helping us to learn. I would be what? I don't know. I would be the super wife. So, oh, pop and pop. Here I am. I'm gone. Here I'm back. Just having fun with myself because there is no husband of mine to talk with. Oh, I got this one in display. The house, the cabin. I really love that one. I think I put it back. I already have a lot of things out here. In the middle of. I have not said words that I would say because who knows if hackers are also sharing this. Not very super wife material. What kind of wife would be hacked? like that. It's not open source. Like, yeah, come and look at my privacy. Oh, even the landlord could look. No sense of property. Oh, look at that. That must be magnets. Oh my god. That's so cool. In life, you need colors. Yeah, I love him so much. I think I found him in British Columbia smoking meth in the streets. But he didn't look like him. He said that he left that world. He talked about the spiraling universe out there, that we are always spiraling inside and out. That's very cheap. They're magnets? No way. There must be tiny. There's no limits, only happy accidents. Well, I'm a huge accident. I am a huge accident as the Big Bang. Well, that's too much. Oh, look at that. Zen Garden. They make an enterprise. A happy little memory game. That's different. Oh my gosh. I should not buy anything, but let's just put it to the picture. Happy birthday. Well, I think, of course, everything is gonna be boring if it's just known, right? Keep the mystery, keep everything undercover, keep the suspense. What's gonna happen if this or that? Let people suspect. Let people trust. Let people make their groups through 2 more years. Jordan Peterson might have the chance to, but they must have prints already from all around the world to ship for people. Or in America and UK, because maybe it's not available in other languages. Because what would be the final date that it's been printed? Because supposedly these people have already read his book. What do you think about? And they respond as his finding. So I think it's already done. And that's his psychosis, promoting himself as if it's his finding. So, by what I have seen of out of balance in these videos of unfair, is going to manipulate, like they're making a deal to manipulate the masses if he allows him to steal the finding. Because I could have the illusion to be married with a man, because I have to belong to a man because I'm a woman. So that will be my trophy, and I will be so happy to belong to a man, whatever it is, important, superior, more super than the super wife. So I would give my immortal finding to a piece of shit just because that's his agreement in his mind that it would work, because nobody would want a scandal. That's what I think. Best of worlds here for nothing. This is us celebrating once we have completed our mission. That's what I thought. Just call influencers, split them into continents by their culture and language, just start looking at the world, what we can do, and what's needed, and allow the money flow to govern by paying back what's been trusted. But if every step of the way they're gonna just steal it, then we don't have much human evolution. I was told, I think it was God, because there was nobody really, or my higher consciousness, or something, or a logical idea that it has to be through talking and mediating to bring this understanding to a conformity without force, fights, or tortures. So I'm like, but that's what I like to do in my fantasy worlds. Can I not bring that to reality? And everybody went, no. And it's like, well, then why do you want me here? Like, hello? So, well, I thought it's just maybe they want to take the piece out of me. But, all right, I could be doing this as well. It's not going to change the future of humanity in the world, traveling space as well. But, I mean, as to ship things, that's another. I kind of invest my time solving the more problems people bring. This is terrible. I should be supporting Trump. Like, look at all the children being raped and castrated. Look at this dude here, pretending to be a girl. Isn't it pathetic? Blocks me and then puts the algorithm again. It's like, I am not following you. I have nothing in common with that. Well, oh, look at that. That's the spiritual animal of the river Styx. It's not lazy, it's my nature. Just, I'm here flowing with the lost souls. Yee-hee. And then Sharon fighting. Don't pay attention to the lost souls. They're going to be dragged down and be lazy forever and not pay taxes. Come on, I'll bring you to your destiny. Oh, look at that. No way. I have my bananas waiting. This is incredible. That's what a super wife will have. Just because. Well, could a super wife have cars? Oh, look at that. There you go. Nice. Well, I would like to end this conversation by saying there must be something good here. And look at that, that's my board. And it might be described as if there was a person there that told him, but he would say it like in a with animosity, not very like friendly, but accepting the reality, but not really saying so from my board. And this must be the time space. But but he's saying it's his finding. That came down to him. So there's nothing here about it that says that he has a scientific finding. It's a spiritual finding, and it is a beautiful finding to share to the world, for especially influencers and mediators to understand the zigzagging forms of mediating to intervene. So we could do this board right now before this is printed. But people are so slow. Gosh. That much they hate women. It's incredible. I mean, one thing is to not be perfect, but that's the beauty of being human. Um, Making a shortcut, which should be distinguished as no other, with a few, I would say only from the work of one that had these people. I don't like to push people down, but God has brought us to understand each other with the universal language of love that He has, not from the course of dividing humanity, from the Tower of Babel, with all these constructs to fight each other. So, well. Do I want to be talking bullshit after bullshit to be renowned? No. I have thought of having an intellectual discussion, debates, but with a visual map throughout history, but to teach people to role play in virtual reality. Once the money is flowing from virtual reality systems and income, and for the real world needs, for that they would have also to have found the mathematical solution. So it computes by itself when people pick their credit and what is needed and what they are to pay, with how much is necessarily for them to work and pay back with the help of the industry. So in the real world, but I would love to be with my family and just having fun watching people. I would really just love to see my husband showing off. That's for sure. Well, that's all, because I'm not really, or like, yeah, I've done shows, but I like to have a walk with good company, that's for sure. Look at that, to bring someone down that you give in trust, it would be ridiculous. So, well, we have to improve and stop this apocalyptic loop of stories and bring the new science fic testament. Not new, the science fic testament, because it was gonna continue until outer space from the heavenly earth to outer space. So it would be the sci-fi testament, because it's fictional to become reality, right? They will keep finding things with this understanding. There's a map into the future as well to travel. So it's been shown from so many as well. I can't wait to give my formula so it works. But there's so much hypocrisy, more than I have out there. So you cannot really come out with any juxtaposition. So he brought now presupposition. That's supposing that there is blah 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 blah. Celebration, joy, what used to be. I just really love to see my children for Christmas, at least talk to them legally with social workers and lawyers, because it would be October, November, and December, 3 months to get a trial to recover my children, prove that they're gonna be taken care with balance. It's just what while other people showing off. Oh gosh, I can bring them all down to where they deserve to be, and Tantalasius could pretend to feed them worms when they're so hungry. No way out of here. Nothing divine. But I think there's a surprise there, is to say, hey, I'm a good guy. Actually, I talk about you without naming you. Giving the chance that it was not my finding, but I have found it because I was told. Sort of like that. It's not paranoid traits, but I do suspect that he's trying to get there, knowing very well he's dealing with one of the most powerful people of the world, and intelligent, of course. Not Einstein, but more. Well, what happened with Einstein is that he missed something, and I'm just a continuation of his work. But I'm not going to talk about it until I'm giving private privacy to share it, because I do like money and to eat and to share it as it is to be shared from the source. So it's not so bad, the source. I mean, come on. Yes, 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 yes. The source that everyone can put a part on. But it still needs the scientific to. Because there is the material, the elements, and the thick gravity of thoughts and abandonments, a lack of material here. Here are the children and philosophers. I'm here, who can't take care of themselves. So society takes care of what? Pay my bills, sort of, with putting all this to reality. Thanks to everyone. Anyways, so will he take also the credit of H.G. Tudor from the construct and the structure? Because, come on, it's like, why this has to be so like I don't feel special at all with these people. I don't think they're special. But you can hope for the future to avoid problems in the world and enjoy my children of the generation with less stupidities. Liars, thieves, monkey see, monkey do. That's for sure. So the elections and the 19th of November. So a woman might come up into fame, and that is not Kamala. That might be me. Shannon, not it's not magical thinking, cause work pays off. I'm gonna get it one way or another, so it better be the good way. As my Nick Fury says, it's funny, my Nick Fury, that's my meme. Mimi, how you call that? No, in my computer. Gosh, like really? Not in internet, in my computer. Well, you, you pick whom you want to be with. The ugly, the good, the bad, or the ugly of Nick Fury. I'm not really a poet, Daisy. If to tell you directly what a wife is to be, with a hidden identity, with no one knowing you next to me, and if you come to the conclusion of keeping it this way, the surgeon will fling me into the. Well, I have written this, but washed up in the middle of a town from an Arab cell or a Martian trash, me till I am his fugitive. But you are my loyal wife. Stick to the rules as a sniper. No, the worst as a flower in disguise. Found guilty. Time attack. Well, I guess that would be the card of today. I should be role playing non-stop and just take care of my babies. Go to some nice event with some nice dress to see the influencers award. I would just be online with fictional characters. I find real people very boring, to be honest, and low class of consciousness, really. But I need them. So I don't need a husband, that's for sure. But that's for other reasons. I've never liked this guy. Doesn't have any sex appeal. Why would I have any erotical dreams with him? Never. Not even in a nightmare. Hello. I like him for his speech. That's all. All right. So he had a dream and he thinks that I'm going in his dream. So the thing is that I am present, just watching. People can be so mediocre when they don't have meditation. They have not even sing in a chorus or prayed. I appreciate people's work and ethics, so let's keep it there. Behind the scenes, I guess that was a card for me to listen from my own character. Only husbands I've created really are. Or Montaigne or Nick Fury, that nobody knows is my husband. For, as to say, for Daisy when I'm in first person, nobody knows that she has someone or what she likes. Hera. Hera with Sirius, and then Idun with Bilbo, the Hobbit. That was pretty it. Oh well, Styx, but Styx is not like a. It's like a primal water with the elements of the energy of Warcraft Palace. But that was totally erotic stories for the laughter of hours. Just a comedy of the human self. Because Styx can be very funny when it gets on character of this Encheron, which is the inner consciousness. The votes who dictates the time space within our brain or share psychic or psychic, own psychic. Oh, I cannot even listen to what's going on online. But other people can take care of the influencers, like in the Arab world, he would be the one. But he's half British. Hello. Would that be fair? He's really good though. His wife is very funny. He does have patience, like a Christian white man would. But well, why not? It should be pure blood Arab for the Arab world. But he could help too. He could be part of it. He's very smart. So they look at their influencers from the world, Arab world, and so on so far. So I don't have to work so much. That's how lazy people think. No. Why? Well, but it's if it belongs to the Commonwealth. Oh, Mauritius, I guess it's part of the Commonwealth. I have a right in all the islands. I have to study more of the world, that's for sure. That is interesting. Nobody can hack my books, but I welcome everyone to take part of this job, which is immense in the world we have. I think secret agents or from the MI6, MI5 could do this job. They can pick a continent to help administrate with influencers and directives of each continent. But I think it's a lot of fun as well to be part of. I would just like to look at the movement. And oh, look at Melania for the first time with a suit. Huh, like Catherine, who never used suits before. That's very good, very good. The media is afraid of my husband's strength. Very well said. I like to hear ladies talking about their men. Oh, yeah. Well, or ex husband. With respect. Well, I have to get divorced. But I thought of walking with my husband. Just, I don't see it. I don't see it. Like, yeah, forgiveness. Just so my kids feel more integrated and respected. Oh, sticks! I need you to drain all the rage into poetry. Well, going back to should I analyze this? No, I wanted to look at the bunny ears, but anyways, I should be writing a book. Don't. If Jesus didn't write a book, why should I? Huh? I'm a role player. I want to go back to role play. Oh, this is done with my family, my husband. That's it. Whatever. I can follow. Oh, people might think that I'm so independent. Yeah, no, I'm not independent. I'm broke. Can't invest more. Look at that. I don't even have hydration in my lips. This is, well, I pulled a card of Rob Josh, and it was about his hair. So I thought, okay, it says that about the hair, that is not good, but is what it make it. It made it. Well, let's bring it more. I don't want to have. I want to put all these out, just to remember for my babies. Be nice to see them right now every day. My mother. Dun, 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 dun. Somebody will be listening there, but it's not the way that you do things, but it's the first time you're doing these things. So